Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Shero Plan IG Live. I am one of your co-founders of the Shero Plan, Danielle, and we're going to get into another IG Live with you today. I hope everybody's having a good day, feeling real good, real special. Shout out to all the teachers out there who are making moves this week. I know some that started last week, like I did. I'm hoping you guys are having a smooth transition back to school. I know many of us are hybrid, many of us are doing online learning, and many of us are back into the classroom. So I'm hoping that whatever transition that you're smooth, okay? Because I know how it is. This is my 14th year teaching, and it's never, it's always some new challenges, but we're getting back to it. Hello, our other co-founder is here, Monique. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can see you. I was
Cool.
to give a shout out to all the teachers who are starting back to school right now, who made some
Definitely.
week. And it's a big transition for us right now. Some are going back into the classroom after being remote for over a year. Some are doing hybrid learning. So whatever transition that you're making, I hope that it's a smooth one for you. How you feeling today, Mo?
Cool. Nah, you spot on. I heard you as I popped in, so I'm glad you were doing that shout out because I was definitely thinking about back to school times. I know you're in school. We know a lot of educators. Like it's just that time. I'm not currently in the school, but I have been for the past like 3 years. So, definitely shout out to all the educators and to the student athletes for sure.
Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of schools are going through trying to figure out programming,
Oh
trying to get
yeah.
started again. So that's going to be interesting as the seasons go.
Yeah. I agree. I know talking to some of my athletic director friends and everything, a lot of them are thinking about the same topics, just how to get everybody back acclimated and feeling comfortable to participate. And it's a lot to work through, that's for sure. But we're here and it's a new normal out here. So yeah.
Hey, yes, sir. You got that resilience going on. So today we just want to really get back on to let everyone know about a special we're having right now for Giving Black. Monique, you want to tell us a little bit more about the Giving Black initiative right now?
Well, yeah, we can definitely. I mean, just with this month, in August, some people may know, but it is Black Philanthropy Month. And yesterday was like a big giving day, similar to like if you're familiar in the nonprofit space of like Giving Tuesday, which is held in November. Black Philanthropy Month is really that time to just focus on Black led and Black serving organizations. So it was cool to like just put our information out there and just let folks know that a lot of what our mission is surrounded around giving and making sure that we're supporting Black girls and Black women. So that's the big piece right there.
Definitely. Speaking of Black girls, Black women, we just passed August 26th, which was Women's Equality Day. And it's just been a lot to celebrate as far as Black female athletes when it comes to the Olympics, the WNBA,
Mm-hmm.
so much going on. So we want to give some special highlights to some of the Olympians that we admire. For one, the indisputable, clean women's basketball team. They
Yeah.
haven't lost ever.
Ever. That's crazy, right? Never ever. No losses. That's wild. But I mean, when you think of like Olympic teams, like just for fun, all-time favorite Olympic team, who would you
All
say?
team.
What year?
Man, I think it was the 96. Was it 96?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Swoops and Lisa Leslie and the legends
Absolutely.
we grew up on.
Yeah.
Even the years after that when they had Maya Moore and when Brittany Griner first got into the
Yeah,
scene, those were some special years as well. So
for
we
sure.
always shout out to the ladies doing their thing with that
Yeah.
clean they have.
I'm gonna echo you because my favorite team definitely was '96, but tying it together, right? So we got Dawn Staley coaching the
Yes.
women's national team, and she's the only coach and player to win. Like that is just mind blowing to me. If I could do like the mind blowing emoji right now, that's what I would do. Cause that's yeah, exactly.
How
Nah, but
remarkable.
for sure. Now, I definitely enjoy, seeing women's basketball. But even just, globally seeing, Black women doing our thing. I know the sister that was, let's see, first Black woman to win Olympic gold in women's wrestling. I want to say her name correctly, Tamara Mensah Stock.
Mhm.
Um, Phenomenal. Like I mean, a U.S. Olympian, but to go on a international stage and like win gold in wrestling, first Black woman, awesome.
And that's one of the sports that we don't really pay attention to,
True.
wrestling. You might see a clip of men wrestling here and there. But growing up, I wasn't really exposed to the women's wrestling. Just all that emotion in her face on that picture of her is,
Yeah.
you know, me expose my kids or whoever to every sport because there's a chance for you, in
Mm-hmm.
follow. Another uh, woman is Jasmine. I want to say her name correctly too. Jasmine Camacho Quinn. She was the first to win an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico.
Yes.
So the Black people of color all over, Afro Latinas
Come
are out
on.
there thing.
Yo, I love that. Let's see who else we had. I mean, listen, Elaine Thompson for Jamaica. I mean, just the GOAT. Track and field for sure. She became two-time Olympic gold medalist for the 100 and 200 track and field. Absolutely loved every bit of that. And the Jamaicans just tearing it up on the track and field scene as always. Fast Elaine. Love it.
Back. Last but not least, Allison Phoenix.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't all the medals that she has. And then just her advocacy, speaking out and supporting other Black female athletes, especially the way she,
Yep.
tried to reach out to Shakari Richardson to give her some guidance and support. She's doing her thing on the track and field as well as breaking barriers. Many of you know that she had a baby and still came back to win these gold medals. So
Yeah.
much and what she has done for the Olympics. So let's start training. If you're out there, start training now. The Olympics coming up again. 3 years gonna flash by.
Right.
4 years gonna flash by before you know it.
For
They do
sure.
about 3 years. So we should.
Hmm.
One important topic that leads into why live is all of the work that we've seen Sinead Bumake doing for the WNBA Players Association and how she is breaking barriers and bridging the gap for WNBA players. We all know the financial situations of the WNBA, the disparities in pay, and what she's trying to do is collect sponsors for each and every WNBA player, no matter
Hmm.
or not. So my thing is, if you have a Black business and you have money to sponsor a WNBA player, reach out, put yourself out there because the WNBA is accepting sponsors for their female players, and Chene has done so many things, and she's just a powerful entity in that realm of just empowering female athletes.
For sure. Yeah, nah, I love to see it when it comes to, women in sports, specifically starting to think about this business side of the game. We also had Women's Equality Day, which was August 26th here that just passed. And so just seeing how, to your point, like Chene as the president of the Players Association, helping to broker, some of these deals that are necessary to close that gap in the pay. So, there was a multi-year partnership pretty much that she helped to negotiate through the Players Association with a company called Parity. And, again, now that's just, it's a company that pretty much helps bring corporate sponsors to again, close that gap in the pay equity for women. So that sponsorship dollar is huge, and to start seeing women, breaking into that, phenomenal and necessary. So definitely shout out to her, making sure that pay equity is happening, because we got to correct that. That's not even right, fair, just, none of the things.
That's one thing on the list of accomplishments that she's had as president. She, like you said, paid maternity leave for
Right.
athletes, and you would think, why didn't they have that already? Most jobs already have paid maternity
Yeah,
leave. She didn't have that prior to her presidency. She helped increase players' salaries, improving travel for the league. We've all heard those sad stories about their travel experiences and their hotels. So
yeah,
she's out of the work and leading in the female athlete field. So definitely give some shout outs to Chene. Uh, Definitely a spotlight. If you don't know who Chene Agumake is, look her up because you'll learn a lot. She's an amazing force in our field.
for sure. And I know we're heavy talking about basketball often, but it is the 25th anniversary of the WNBA. So, for Chene to be leading that league, yes, I see you. I see you. Look, I got mine on too. You got the 25th. You got the 25th t-shirt. I love it. I was looking for my black one. I was like, I can't find it. I'm gonna just go with the white tee. But
Like,
yeah. And look, I know we didn't talk about this, sis. So I'm gonna catch you off guard and go with a little buzzer beater in here. We'll have some time, not buzzer beater. But before the end of the season, hear me out. Before the end of the season, I want us to come up with our 25 top WNBA players of all time.
oh man, okay, I got you. Got you.
I
You
know
want
we didn't talk about it.
go ahead and just type in some of the WNBA players that you love, and maybe they'll be featured on our list.
For sure. That'll be interesting to see. And I bet you we probably have a lot of the same, knowing us.
Pretty,
Yeah.
pretty sure the top five will be the same.
I know, I know. I said I might have to break this down by position so I can equal this out. But I don't know. I'm gonna see. But I think we should before the end of the season compare lists and maybe just share with everybody. But top 5, 20 or top 25 WNBA players for the 25th anniversary would be a cool little exercise to do. But yeah, I'm loving just seeing the game evolve, seeing the league evolve. Obviously just the exposure, and we talk about this all the time, but that's what we need to see, not just for the sport of basketball, but I think it's for all sports.
Yes, because sometimes it takes one to lead the others. So you hear a lot about the WNBA and basketball. It's just the most American sport. You hear a lot about
True.
those, but we do care about the swimmers, the tennis players, the track and field stars. We care about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely. So
Talking
thinking of
about month, right?
Yep, absolutely. This being Black Philanthropy Month, one of our areas of impact as the Shero Plan is definitely philanthropy. The other two being advocacy, as we're talking about a lot of these issues, and the third just being sport, youth development, and education. But especially philanthropy right now. August is a really significant time for Black history anyway. When we think about so many historic things that have happened over time, the March on Washington anniversary just happened yesterday here in DC. So that's a big deal. When you think about the Black prisoners of political, situations that have been honored through the months of August. It's really just a time for us to study and like plan and really pledge to do the work that's necessary for us to overcome any kind of barriers or oppressions. Really continuing to, think about Black liberation. So for us as the Shero Plan, we definitely want to make sure that, you all are aware that we are all about, coming together to pool our money in a collective giving type of way so we can start supporting Black girls and women in sports. And that's, one of our big areas of impact. And we just want to emphasize that, to you here today. And if you haven't joined our circle, please think about it. Look at some of the things that we're doing, definitely join with us with the squad. But yeah, I think philanthropy is a big deal. Collective giving's really huge. What thoughts do you have about Black Philanthropy Month right about now, sis?
I think it's great to have Black Philanthropy Month, and it's more so great for us to share that it's Black Philanthropy Month. Share those people in the community who are doing these amazing things. Share your friends' stuff on IG. If your
Yeah.
friends, um, they have their own programs, share it. Donate $1, $2, $3. Like these dollars, they add up. So no matter how much you're able to donate,
Mm-hmm.
it it adds up and it can support someone in the community, help bridge these gaps that people are facing right now. When we were young, we knew what was available and what wasn't available. So looking back, the reason we started the Shero plan was so that we can help in that cause. So I think it's a beautiful thing, and we can turn Black Philanthropy Month just into an everyday thing where everyone is just
True.
giving what they can give. And when we speak of philanthropy, we're not just talking about giving your money. You can give your time if you have time to just hop on a live with an organization. If you have and share what you're doing and share your impact. If you have time to volunteer, if you
Mm-hmm.
have to offer, if you have things that you can donate, maybe shoes to Black girls who need sneakers to ball in, or old track uniforms, anything that you can give will be considered philanthropy. So it's not always about making a financial investment. It's about giving anything that you can give from your heart.
For sure. Yeah.
You share what we just said to somebody else. You're giving someone information, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what it's in the community in any way that you can.
Yeah. For sure. And I think too, getting really specific, especially to our cause when we're thinking about Black girls and women in sports, like we know how much sports helped us in life, and the things, the life lessons it taught us, the, ways that it's helped us personally, professionally, but making sure that that is an opportunity that girls have, and Black girls have, is important. If they miss that opportunity at a young critical age to have the fun and learn the lessons, then there's less of a chance for them being successful as adults, and we don't want that to happen. But now it's like, okay, again, whether it's dollars, closing the gap so funding can be there, whether it's mentoring so that we have those kinds of relationships in place. All of those things are part of philanthropy. 1,000% agree with you. But it's time to start like getting specific about seeing the problems and then solving them. One example I know we ran across was Steph and Aisha Curry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, we know that they give a lot, right? And they are Black athletes and philanthropists. They raise daughters. They have a son as well. But, Steph and Aisha having the platform that they have through a foundation now. They actually just began a women's sports initiative that really is putting money, like kind of putting money where their mouth is, kind of thing, right? So the dollars that they're donating to Davidson College is specifically in place to help the women's athletic program. There's a gap in the number of scholarships that female athletes get at Davidson between the number of scholarships that male athletes get at Davidson. I mean, and the numbers are actually there. They only have 20 scholarships to give to women athletes for their whole program. Like, it's just blowing my mind that there's only 20, and 13 of those are to women's basketball. So now that means there's only one scholarship going to track and field, one scholarship going to field hockey, one scholarship going to lacrosse, one scholarship going to soccer. I mean, one scholarship going to swimming and diving, two for tennis, and two for volleyball. But yet there's whole teams. So that means these athletes literally don't even have the opportunity to play for free, like others. And that seeing those numbers when I read that article, it was so mind blowing to me, just really shocking. And that's where a tangible example of taking your dollars and investing it somewhere where it's going to support the female athletes at an institution. Thoughts, feelings,
Think about the disparities.
right?
70% of their scholarships go to male athletes. Wouldn't you want your daughter, your niece, your cousin to have an opportunity to go to college not have to be a part of that 30%. So that's why another reason why we develop a program like this. How can we create funds and networks of people to help female athletes bridge that gap? Yes, the colleges may not offer you the scholarships, but the community, we can pull together to try to
Mm-hmm.
find to help, even if it's a partial scholarship or money for books, something that we could do for Black girls in our community so they can continue playing the sport they love. Sometimes girls play sports and it keeps them motivated through their high school, and once they get to college, they can't afford to play, and
Yeah.
their life completely changes. I know so many stories, including my story. Your life changes if you're not awarded that scholarship, or if your family
Yeah.
doesn't have finances to keep you going at the rate that you were going before. So
Mm-hmm.
these are real. The disparities in the financial situations are real, and as
Mm-hmm.
we have to come together in some way, shape, or form
Yeah.
to uplift. And as it relates to like what Chanae is doing, she's bridging that gap for women. She's pulling other resources, trying to find the money to promote and uplift these women's salaries. So it's not only about the entity as far as the college providing that funds, like what other networks can we procure so that we can all, support these young Black girls as
Right.
well in that sport. If you're a Black coach, you may not want to go, or if you're a female coach, it may be discouraging when you're trying to go out and recruit and you can't offer scholarships. So,
Right.
check the data if you want to look it up. It's Steph and Aisha Carey's Women's Sports Initiative for Davidson College. If you got any
Mm-hmm.
insight on some other initiatives that colleges or people may be doing, definitely share that information with us.
Yeah. I mean, they're real barriers, and like I said, you said it perfectly on the pro level, on the college level, but even just thinking about, the youth level and how there are probably plenty of people who are unable to play, plenty of girls who are unable to play because it costs too much, or, can't travel there, or don't have the money for equipment. Things like that, like I said, are actual barriers that just happen to impact Black girls and women more. And so, again, that's our mission to really start thinking about bridging that gap. And I'm excited about just the chance to do this, right? Because it feels like a real tangible thing that can happen by continuing to spread this mission and really just getting, like I said, that collective giving together. I'm excited to keep going. Having more people join the squad is the goal, right?
Sure, and I'm excited to hear more stories about women like us who have done or are currently doing things in their community. So, what we're going to do, a special thing that we're going to do, we're going to start shouting out all of our community Sheroes
Mm-hmm.
in a Shero spotlight. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be releasing Shero Spotlight upcoming, and look out for that on our IG page. We have a lot of dope people that you're going to get to meet, people from our community in the DMV, people you may have seen on our IG Live. You'll get to hear their stories and connect with them because, again, building those bridges, connecting everyone. So look out for our Shero Spotlights upcoming.
For sure. I'm excited to do that. Excited to connect with more people and keep building. That's the momentum we're looking for sure.
Got to make that impact, right?
Yep, you already know. Definitely, definitely. So yeah, just remember, August, Black Philanthropy Month. It's Black August. If you have an opportunity to give or like or pass along this live to somebody, please do it. We would love to have more people to join us. If you have any questions or anything, our DM is always open. And of course, the link in our bio has our contact info in there as well. So
Exactly. And we also want to highlight another organization doing amazing things, shouting out organizations like ours, Philanthropy Together. Monique recently had an opportunity to do an interview with them, and phenomenal. Monique, I tell you all the time,
appreciate
phenomenal
that.
the way you just shared our vision, our mission, our cause, and what we're trying to do. It was just beautiful. If I wasn't a part of Shero, that would have made me want to join. So if you guys want to see Go to the link in our bio. You will find the link. You can also go to what's their exact Instagram is Philanthropy Together, correct?
Yep, that's correct. Philanthropy Together. And like Danny said, the link to the full video is on, it's in our bio, but it's posted on YouTube. So you can definitely check that out. And yeah, the goal is to just keep collecting, ways to build with each other and ideas. And I appreciate, just the feedback on that. And I'm excited to keep sharing and finding other people who are like-minded like us, just continue to build that squad up.
Yes. So again, I'm Danielle, and this is my Ace Boom Coon partner, my bestie.
Yeah, I'm Monique.
Yes.
Happy to, connect with anybody anytime.
Yes, and this mission isn't done with the faint of heart. This is our legacy project, and we're going to continue pushing through any information, any causes that we want to support. We're going to continue pushing this mission. So come and join the ride with us. Come become a member of the squad. Until then,
Nah, you spot on. We're ready to keep it pushing, and yeah, we'll see you back on live on the next go round.
all right, family.
Take it
Sheroes.
easy.
Peace.
Out.